About solar energy, solar power systems overview. There are a lot of matters that have been raised in the recent past over the issues of energy. Energy in use has been of great concern to many people and scientists in particular. There has been an increasing rate of global warming which has raised a lot of worries in the world as to how we need to reduce the major causes of global warming. It is a major concern to the political, social, and economic class of people. Solar energy is very important to us since it is cheap, and most people can get access to it. It's an efficient type of energy to be utilized in our daily demands of energy. Solar energy has been indicated as the most reliable since it does not degrade the environment, hence it's a very good source of energy. There is a high rate of emission of greenhouse gases in the world. It is very alarming since it affects our environment. The gases emitted per hour are too high, so making the use of solar energy is the only option that people and companies need to adopt. Solar energy is the only source that will provide us with energy that is the safest and of high standards of cleanliness. Solar energy is clean since there are no gases released like that of the current energy generation. This type of energy is the one that can be maintained and cannot be exhausted within the shortest time possible and also at any time soon in the future. The energy from the sun is sufficient for all the processes in the world, hence utilizing it is very valuable. The energy from the sun is also of great significance to all the processes taking place in the world, hence there is a need to tap into it. Solar energy has been in use for a long time, and it's being used to meet most of the natural demands in the world. Our requirements for energy today can be satisfied by solar energy. This dictates the need for establishing the utilization of solar energy as soon as possible, as it will enable us to get access to a safe, sufficient, and natural form of energy. Solar energy systems can be established through the transformation of natural energy into an electrical one. This will be done using the photovoltaic cell. It can also be done by heating the water using the natural heat from the solar system to use in the provision of electricity. There are more economic benefits of the solar system than the current energy options. Setting up the solar system is very cheap, and it does not require a lot of effort, hence it's convenient to establish and utilize. Today, there is a lot of literature that gives information on how to establish a solar system in our neighborhoods. Such a system is very beneficial to many users since there are no losses as far as the energy is concerned, and mostly, it is very cheap. Its affordability should make it the best source of energy for many people in the world to initiate attempts at development and saving. This is very enjoyable as people will not have to incur any cost for the use of the solar system. The only thing that is required is the solar panels, which are readily available at retail shops all over the world. There are no bills associated with the solar system, hence there is no amount that is to be paid for its use at home settings. The solar energy system is not used by many people because of the effects of the sun, which cannot be relied upon. The sun is only available during the day and not at night, which makes it hard to be relied upon by various consumers who might want to have the power on for a longer period. There are a lot of people who stay in places where the temperatures are far below and reading negatives. There are also instances of snow covering the solar system or when the heavy clouds hide the sun. People need to be educated on the usefulness of solar systems as it has far more benefits than disadvantages. The solar system can benefit people, hence the need for it to be accelerated is very important. The solar panels need to be sold at a relatively cheaper price which can be accessed by many people, increasing their use, which, in turn, will reduce the use of the usual energy. The government also needs to offer support for the establishment of solar systems in places and settings where greenhouse gas emissions are high. The government should use subsidies to reduce the cost of solar panels, which will benefit people, with the government being the largest beneficiary. The reasons that lead to other forms of energy being less favored include the cost involved in the acquisition and the maintenance through the monthly bill payments. Access to energy is also very restricted and involves the permit to install the equipment. Some issues relate to the safety of energy users. The users may be subjected to risky situations like faulty transformers or wires which may shock people to death. More so, it is not environmentally friendly since there are gases emitted that pollute the air and other habitats of the environment. Total energy needs mainly relate to the energy that we need for our daily life and that of production in industries. Electricity energy is a specific type of energy that is produced with environmental hazards. Electricity is very expensive in its use as compared to solar energy, where there is only the initial cost that is high and thereafter it declines. Solar energy is natural while electricity is generated via many scientific means which are man-made.